what's up everyone? Game Dad here, and I am coming at you all with another unboxing video. Now, one of the things that I am always doing with the channel is finding ways to improve what I do, improve the quality, improve my workflow, make things easier, stuff like that. And I decided to do a big upgrade. Now, you may notice the camera looks a little different, and that is because I got a new Sony a6400. Now, it is not the latest and greatest Sony A-series camera that is made, but it's definitely brand new. It's definitely new to me, and I am very excited for it. But not only did I get one of these cameras to replace my Canon T6i, I got two of these cameras to replace my Canon T6i. And the reason being is I want to have this main angle coming at me, but I also want to be able to create more interesting footage, new angles, things like that. So I'm going to have a second camera that will give more of an angled shot. My old T6i is now going to be my dedicated like B-roll camera. And then completely out of frame right here, I have a new big overhead rig, including a GoPro that is pointing down for better top-down footage. Also did some things to improve lighting, but today's video is all about the Sony a6400. And we're gonna go ahead and do an unboxing of this. But before we dive into this, a huge thank you to my buddy John over at Biddy Kong's Quest. He actually works in the film industry, and he knew the kind of budget constraints that I was trying to stay within and knew what I wanted to do, and he helped me out a ton in picking out gear and changing a bunch of stuff about my setup to help me improve the quality in the way that I was looking for. So thank you, and I will also have a card up to his channel up in the corner. But let's go ahead and dive in and check out the unboxing experience of a Sony a6400. Obviously, I already did one, but I wanted to do a video of the other one. So here we go. So first up here, we're gonna go ahead and just open this up. It is not a grand unboxing experience or anything like that by any means, but it's cool. I like it. I like new tech. So right here we have some Sony benefits in a paper. We have the limited warranty. We have things for other accessories and lenses and all kinds of different things on here. So we'll get rid of all of that. But here we go ahead and open up the box, and inside we have a couple of things. We have the battery. Wow, this is like some eco-friendly packaging. The other one I opened was plastic. It wasn't this, so that's kind of cool. But we have our Sony battery right here, and I have already purchased power kits to leave these plugged in. But then we have the strap right here. I am not going to be using the strap. And here we have the actual plug. See, companies can include plugs in their boxes. So we have the plug right here. Underneath the strap, we have the tiny little hood for the viewfinder. And I will go ahead and throw that on. I'm probably never going to use it, but why not? I mean, I'll put that on there. And then we have our USB cable. This is an extremely short USB cable, and they only give you one battery, but you can like plug it in and use it. But what I did is I bought some power kits off of Amazon, and I am just using those instead. But here we have the main event. Nothing left in that box. We have the Sony a6400, and very nice. Got that nice big screen on the back. Already got its lens on there. This is a 16 to 50 millimeter lens that comes with this, and honestly, it is nice. I like it. It's not as big a range as my T6i, but it is capable of doing well beyond what I need it to do. Now, I will be getting all of the settings all set on this camera the exact same way that I did the one that I am shooting this on, but I will do that off camera because there was a bunch of stuff that I changed. But one of the big things is this does a true proper 4K, and I am now shooting everything in 4K 30. I don't need it 60 or anything like that, but I am also changing up how I am shooting. That way I can color grade after the fact. Before, I was using just all of my default settings on the T6i, and that was pretty much it. I upgraded audio over the years, but nothing really else. I didn't change lenses. I didn't do any of that stuff. Now, on this new camera, I am shooting in S-Log 3, and I am doing that so that I can do color grading in the post-production while I'm editing, and also because I can get more true, accurate information coming in that isn't so highly compressed or already pre-edited, making it harder to edit later. Now, one of the things about this particular kit, as you can see, we got the nice camera here. It's got the nice screen that will come out. It can flip up, gives you all the things you need to do. It is touchscreen when you need it to be, but this also has a lot of customization options on it. You can customize what the center button here is going to do. You can change what your auto and manual focus and your AEL are going to do with its button. You have a custom button down here. You also have a custom button up here at the top next to the shutter button. And you even have memory recall built into this with this MR function. So what I did on the camera that I am currently shooting on was I went through and I set up all of my settings for my 4K 30 and set up all the different settings in that. Then I stored that into my memory recall 1. Then I set it up to also be able to do some slow-mo shots with some other types of settings, save that to my memory 2, and now I can easily just switch back and forth between them. And something else that is cool about this camera that I got is it was a kit. So in that kit, it came with all kinds of stuff I'm probably never going to use, but it did come with a memory card. I ended up getting my own different memory card. It's slightly better. It's also a 128 gig, so we will get that installed in the camera right now. And I will show you where everything is down there. So you can open that up. You can go ahead and toss your battery in. Snaps in nice and easy. And then your memory card right here goes in if you put it in the right way. There we go. Pop that down, lock that back in place. Memory card is in, but it also came with some lens accessories. Now, I do not often use various accessories for my lenses or anything like that, but it is, I believe, this one, yes. This is my CPL, and this, apologies for the scratchy plastic, helps get rid of the reflections and stuff that are all over the room with different glass things and stuff like that. So this guy right here will go ahead and screw right into the front of this. I do remember it was kind of a pain in the butt to do on the first one. And there we have my CPL installed. Now, if you don't know what a CPL is, it is a circular polarizing lens. And I don't know if it will pick it up in my overhead right now, but as you turn this, it turns the polarizing film. And whenever you're recording, for instance, if you are looking in the back right now at, say, this frame right here, or this one, they may be a little out of focus, but what you'll notice is there's no reflection coming off of them. Now, without that polarizing lens, you see nothing but light glare coming off of those glass surfaces. And what the CPL does is it allows you to rotate and fine tune. That way you can change the angle of the polarization filter and get rid of those reflections. Then you just have a nice clear image. If you are ever shooting outside, shooting water, things like that, a CPL is an absolute must-have because it'll go from seeing the surface of the water to actually being able to see into the water, and it looks really cool, honestly. Now, one of the things that I did get for the camera that I am shooting on right now, this is my main one. I have a field monitor on it, and then I also have my mic receiver for my DJI on there. And what I wanted, because it only had one shoe mount on the top of it, so as you can see right here, we have this one hot shoe. This right here is your flash, your mode dial, all that stuff. But what I wanted to do was have the ability to have more shoe mounts and threaded mounts. So I got a small full body cage from SmallRig, and that has allowed me to hook up everything that is on the camera right now. If you guys in the future want a tour of my setup, let me know down in the comments below, and I'd be happy to give you all one and show you all the gear that I'm working with. But yeah, so we have our CPL on here. The lens is all ready to go, and this camera is now able to just be set up. One of the nice features that I liked right here, this little side door, it just slides out. It's not a piece of like silicone or rubber that ends up just being molded out of the way if you have it open a bunch. It's an actual plastic door. It has HDMI micro on it, so I did need to get a new cable for that. But then it also has the USB for charging, and it has a microphone or transmitter plug right there. So this one will not need any of that because I don't need audio from that. I have audio coming from my main rig right here. But it is nice to have. This is super easy to use. We can go ahead and put that nice little viewfinder block on there. There we go. And there, I mean, this is physically set up and ready to go. I just have to mount it onto its tripod. I'm going to hook up its constant power source that I got instead of just this battery. But Yeah, this just needs some actual like settings to be done and it is ready to go. But that is the unboxing experience of a Sony a6400. But I will say it is nice to have not only one, but two new cameras. They are significantly higher quality. And I will say for someone like me who is a novice with this kind of stuff, they are way more complicated. I have been bugging my buddy John so much on how to set up various things with this. He's helped me with a lot of trial and error and figuring things out on the camera, and also like allowing me to learn in the process of it. So again, huge thank you, John, for helping me out with all of this. But this is a massive upgrade from the gear that I have been using. It's still a good camera. It's been doing what it needs to be doing, and I'm going to continue to use it in my setup as a dedicated B-roll camera now, but it's a Canon T6i, and it's very old. I've been using it since I started the channel nearly 6 years ago, and I have never upgraded since. I've used my GoPro for like B-roll footage when I'm out traveling doing hunt videos, stuff like that, but being able to have a much higher quality camera as my main lens coming at me, and now to have a dedicated side angle, that way it can just make things more interesting for everyone, having some switching angles instead of constantly having to just stare at my face talking at you like you've been doing for the past few minutes. It's going to be nice, and just upgraded everything overall to make my experience better and to make all of your experiences better. Now, if y'all like this video, I would love to hear about it down in the comments below. And while you're down there, please be sure to also hit those like and subscribe buttons, as well as that little notification bell. That way you can alert every time I got a new video coming out. And if you like this unboxing and you want to see some of the other unboxing videos that I've done, then go ahead and check out this area right here. And as always, I'm Game Dad. I thank y'all for watching, and I'll catch you later.